We had over 100K coming in each month without us having to do anything. We had really good marketing lists. I had a really good team and systems. So that's what he was really buying.
Unlock the secret sauce of millionaire entrepreneurs. This is your exclusive VIP pass to the hidden world of the ultra successful business owners. I'm Chad Kodary, CEO of DashClicks, and welcome to Behind the Revenue. What's going on, everybody? We are on another episode of Behind the Revenue. This time I got my good friend Andrew Kroeze on from Masters of Fate. Andrew, what's going on, brother? I know we've had you kind of in our world, in the DashClicks world, multiple times. A lot of things have happened over the last couple of years with your businesses, with kind of where you're at today. I know we're going to unravel, peel the onion back, and have some fun today. But just for some context, if you can, just tell the viewers, man, what have you been up to right now? What are you doing? And kind of maybe a little bit about your past to add some context.
Absolutely. Chad, dude, thank you so much for having me. And big shout out to you. Like, ever since I got into space in 2017, like, we've connected on and off, and it's always been a pleasure hanging out and jamming out with you, man.
Thanks, man.
And for context with everybody, I started this journey in 2017. I bought a Tai Lopez program to get me into SMMA, which was hot back in the day. That's what really started my entrepreneur journey, was in agency. And before that, I was super depressed for 6 years, after college, after college. And then when I was living in Chicago in 2017, I came across the poem Invictus by William Ernest Henley. And the final two lines are master my fate and captain of my soul. For some reason, that switched everything for me. And I'd been wanting to lose weight. I'd been wanting to quit drinking. And I set a goal to quit drinking and lose 20 pounds in 90 days. And I remember running across the street to get a free calendar, and I marked off 90 days, which was July 14th, 2017. And I put an X through the calendar each day I was sober, and I weighed myself every 2 weeks, went to the gym 5 days a week, counted my calories on MyFitnessPal. And day 75, I looked down at the scale and I was 21 pounds lighter. And 15 days after that, I was 90 days sober. And that's really what transformed my life. And then I got into the online space. I had so much confidence. I had so much energy. I was the most clear I had felt my entire adult life. And that's what really kicked everything off for me. So I joined Tai Lopez's program, didn't get a client in 6 months. But I had a new community, and at least I had a course and I had a roadmap to follow. And I had some accountability.
Quick question. I want to just dive into what you just said. One thing you said, you had a community. You didn't close a client for 6 months, but you had a community. You had the course. How powerful is community to you?
It's three things. So it's like community. We are the average of the 5 people we surround ourselves with, and I'm more than happy nowadays to pay my way into friends, and accountability, because like we can learn the skills on YouTube and Chat GPT, but actually putting those skills into action, we need accountability. So having a coach, and then mentorship, somebody who's been there before and can tell me, don't do this, do this. Like I just bought a 28-day Spanish speaking coaching program because my girlfriend's Mexican and I don't speak barely any Spanish. So I want to learn that, have the skills, the accountability, and the mentorship to grow that skill set, and the community to talk Spanish more often, So I think it comes down to those three things. And that's what took it off. It was Tai Lopez's program, got my first agency client in Dan Henry's program. Then I bought a 10K coach to help me grow a Facebook group. And then it became the lamest type of famous you can get, which is Facebook group famous. We had 24,000 members. I grew that all organically. I got known as the Facebook groups and organic guy. Got really good at prospecting and sales and offer creation in the coaching space. Built that up to multiple 7 figures, did $1.1 million in 24 hours at Tribe Buyers Live in 2019 with 200 people at that event. And then I got burnt out, sold that in 2021, one of the only people who sold an online coaching program.
It's
Or
very hard to sell an online coaching program. Very hard.
yeah, and the thing that made it sellable were we had over $1 million on contracts. We had over 100K coming in each month without us having to do anything. We had really good marketing lists. I had a really good team and systems. So that's what he was really buying.
Can I ask you a quick question, because I want to peel the onion back on that, because there's
Yeah.
probably a lot of people that are going to be watching this episode that are coaches are in the agency world, and for them their main goal is to build something up and then sell it at one point. Everybody wants at some point to have an exit. Nobody wants to work forever, right?
Mhm.
When you were building up this coaching program, one, did you already have in mind that you were building this thing up to sell it?
Oh
Was that
no.
like you
At
didn't
the
know? You were just
beginning, I was like, I just want to impact people, to coach, and to have money.
okay, cool.
Um,
And then when you did sell, at the point of sale, how big was your team size? Are you? I don't know if you're allowed to share revenue
yeah.
numbers. Like what did everything look like when you were like, I'm done. Okay, like let's do this.
Yeah, I think I can share just about everything. But we had 20 team members, bunch of coaches, sales team, marketing team, all of that. We had three different offers, like core offers. We had $1,000 course, 90-day program that was 6K at the time, I believe, and then a back end 30K program. Um, and we were doing about 300K per month at 50% profit. So there was a lot of money there. I was just
Wow,
like
that's
super
great.
burnt
Yeah.
out. So things were going really well, and we just probably in the last year, I really developed the team and the systems and the offers to a point where it was very much sellable, and I was like, I kind of want to transition out of this.
Do you think
Yeah.
it got to a point, and I know most coaching programs are trying to do this, and I've interviewed a lot of coaches that came on the show, um, where people are trying to sell a product and not a person. A lot of people buy into coaching programs because they
Mm,
want to be coached by that person, not necessarily because of the product of the coaching program, right? And there's a
yeah.
big kind of dilemma there where if you build your company or your organization around a specific person, when that person disappears, well then you don't have a company technically, right?
Mm.
So what was kind of like your theory behind that when you did sell? Were you like, it wasn't reliant on Andrew anymore, it was just this awesome product that we built?
Yeah. So 2 years before I sold, we transitioned it from Andrew Kroeze Enterprises to Tribe of Buyers. So we had the new brand underneath it. And then I hired some awesome team members. So Avery Ford, Mitchell Miles, Brad Newman, and they created a lot of the content. Oh, and Sarah Tempty too. Can't forget her. She's really good with messaging and offer creation. They ended up creating the majority of the content. So the videos, the Google document SOPs, all of that stuff.
Those were your
So
coaches? Those were the coaches running the program? Got you. Okay.
yeah, so we had subject matter expert coaches on like offers or sales or marketing, and then we had client support specialists. So those were like our two angles to producing the result and the accountability. So a lot of it wasn't in terms of the delivery. A lot of it wasn't relying on me anymore. So that's what made it really sellable.
And when you did sell, was it you like, let me go out and see who wants to buy this thing, or were you getting people coming up to you and saying, hey dude, like I think your business would be perfect, I'd like to buy that?
Yeah, we had like 80 clients on contract, so I had to be really secretive about it. I actually reached out to some of my clients with a non-disclosure, and then got on a call and said, "Hey, I'm going to be exiting. This is what it looks like. All of that stuff." And then I reached out to my network and asked them, "Hey, I'm looking to sell." They signed an NDA before we hopped on. Like, do you know of anybody? And I had about 6 people that were interested. And my main things is that I wanted to exit quickly. I wanted it to be fun, and I wanted it to live on, like the program to keep going. And I found Michael Chu, who was a coach in the fitness space, and he wanted to enter a new vertical in the business development space. And he saw Tribe Buyers to be the perfect opportunity for that. and he met all the requirements. So I was like, sweet, let's do this.
Tribe of buyers, was it agencies or was it just any business owner? What was the audience and vertical there?
It was mainly coaches. So that was
Okay.
part of it. I was like tired of the coaching
Yep.
coaches space.
Yep.
We had some agency owners and we had some like merger and acquisition people and that sort of stuff, but mainly coaches.
Cool. And so Michael Chu decided to buy out the company. What did the buyout process look like? Like, did you have to stay on for a certain amount of time? Or I don't know if you're allowed to say public numbers of what you sold for. Can you walk us through a little bit about that?
Yeah, I mean, my big thing was exiting quickly. I thought I wanted to become a monk for 3 years and just get away and Jay Shetty that shit. But um, so I was just looking to exit, and he gave me a 1 month independent contractor agreement, which is unheard of when you're selling a
Wow, that's
business.
insane. Yeah, usually it's
So,
like 6 to 12 months.
yeah, so I was like, sweet. I helped him with the transition, with introducing him to the clients, and we did some special videos together, introducing him to the email list and the Facebook group and all of that stuff. But yeah, just stayed on for a month. He kept all of the team members. He didn't let any of them go. There was only one or two team members that left after I left. Um, and yeah, the transition was super quick. So then I took a year off, which was really nice.
Dude,
And the payouts,
amazing.
I got a chunk amount, and then I got paid out for 2 years, every month for 2 years. And now I'm not under that non compete agreement, so we signed a non compete for 2 years, and yeah, now I'm back into the coaching space, which I absolutely love now because we're mixing it with the self mastery, the spirituality, and the relationships. So it's much more fulfilling now instead of just money, money, money. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now you exited your last company and now you're in your new company, which is called Masters of Fate.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing? What are some of the things that you're doing differently aside from what you're physically teaching, but like just from like a business perspective, like how are you getting new clients to join Masters of Fate? Like what are all these things that you've learned over doing this whole coaching thing for the last couple of years that you're like, this is the best way to get new people into our world? Like what's the secret sauce?
Great question, dude. And I want to ask you the question back too, Chad.
Yeah.
But
Ask.
when I started Masters of Fate, I was like, I'm gonna do everything differently, and like I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. And then I realized after a year, I'm really good at building communities, really good at building setter teams. So why don't I just do that? So what's a little bit different, we still have the Facebook group, but we also have a school group, which I've been loving school for free traffic. We're getting about 10 free leads per day from people finding us in the discovery section of school.
Okay.
Plus,
Let's
we,
I want
yeah.
to stop right there because it's a topic that I'm super interested in because we just opened up a school. We just opened up a school community 2 weeks ago, and we're starting to like kind of port people in from our Facebook group over to school. We're doing like the transition. Um,
Mhm.
I think we opened it up 2 weeks ago. There's like 500 people in the group so far that are just kind of like organically going in there, and we're getting new members in there every single day. Um, what are your thoughts on school from versus Facebook?
Yeah, I'm betting on the horse. So with Alex Hermosi and Sam Ovens running it, I'm super excited about that. It seems like it's Sam Ovens' like forever thing.
Yeah.
So I know it's going to be good. And he gave back $1 million for his coaching program back to his clients, so he could just focus on school. So that's why I'm betting on the platform. Um, and it's really, really good for if you're targeting coaches, agency owners, great
Agencies is us.
platform for that. We have some clients who are in the music space, like teaching trumpet, teaching piano, some coaches, and they're better off on Facebook because their ideal clients, most of them are on school already. But
Yeah.
if it's in the space where people are buying programs and courses, like school is perfect. We found we have much higher quality conversations on school. Um, it's awesome to add in a trigger of reciprocity when somebody joins your school group. So we figure out like what they need, and then we have a piece in the course to send over to them. Hey, I need help with systems. Okay, cool.
Mm,
Go to this
gotcha.
course. Hey, I need help with converting on sales calls. Cool. Go to this first. And then the conversations are so much warmer to booking a triage call or a sales call.
Your school group is free or paid?
It's free. So we
How
got
many members are in there?
we have around 1,800 right now.
It's great, dude. How long's that been open?
We had like 100 members for like a year, and then we started taking it seriously 4 months ago, and it's gone from 100 members to 1,800.
So when you say taking it seriously, what did you do differently? Like, what were you actually doing that gave you 1,800 members in a couple of months? That's a lot of people.
Yeah, it's all organic, so no paid ads, and all of our traffic sources go to our school community. This and also we capture phone number and email when somebody joins, which is
Ooh,
zapped over to go high level, and then they go through an email sequence to book in a triage call as well.
nice.
So we're kind of becoming omnipresent.
Dude, we
But
should get phone number because we're grabbing right now email. We're getting name and email, and we zap them into Dashlex, obviously our software, but we're not sending them a text message, but what we do is, so this is kind of our flow, right? So,
mhm,
and it's new, it's only 2 weeks old, so I'm sure we'll optimize it, right?
mhm,
But somebody joins the group. What we did is we were using Kajabi for years. We moved all of our courses over from Kajabi into school. We have about like 16 different courses that we've created over the last 6 years. Four of them were kind of like our low ticket courses that we were selling for like $27, like a little bundle pack. So what we decided to do was when you join school, we're going to give you four of our 16 courses for free. And we know
mhm,
that those courses that we're giving out, like the vehicle that you're going to need to apply all those strategies, you're going to need to use Dashlix for, right? So there's obviously like some type of connection there.
mhm,
So that's, I think, out of all of the things that school has, that's my favorite thing. The fact that they can jump into a community like a
mhm.
Facebook group, right? And their courses are right there so they can start learning right away. Hey, real quick, if you're a marketing agency or a B2B service or software provider, Dashlix offers white label fulfillment services and software to businesses just like yourself. Go ahead and create your free Dashlix account. I went ahead and left a link in the show notes, or you could just go to dashlix.com, right? And then
Mhm.
because the courses is really where we're seeing a lot of our back end revenue coming from. It's not just them coming in and chatting with everybody. It's them coming in, learning something, wanting to take action. You know, obviously if you're a software company or coaching pro, whatever it is that you have, right? You have that vehicle that's in a lot of your trainings and stuff that connects people. So we basically give them four courses for free. And then the next thing that we did is because we have 16 courses, we were like, screw it. We're just going to give all our shit away as people level up. So then we
Mhm.
created, there's 9 different levels in school. And as people hit different levels, it unlocks different courses. And we see people, there's not, look, there's, in communities in general, not everybody's, you don't have 100% of active rate, right? But
Mhm.
what we're seeing is there's a good amount of people that you can see that they're like trying to create engagement because they want to unlock those courses, right? They want to level up, they want to unlock those courses. So that's another thing that I love about school. I'm the one downfall for me, which I'm still trying to figure out if it's a downfall or not, is one thing that you actually said earlier. You said most people are already on Facebook. They have Facebook installed. They're on Facebook every day. So for them to just join a Facebook group, literally just a click of a button and you're in, versus if you're not on school, I need to now create an account. I need to download the app, right? So there's like this onboarding process that it requires extra work where sometimes people are like, oh shit. Like, come on, like you send them a video and you're like, oh, it's free, it's in our school group, and then they click on the link and they see a registration page, right?
Yeah,
That's been a tricky one.
we send them directly to the school page. We used to do a funnel first and say put in your name and email and then send them over to school, which some people are doing. We found a lot more people actually opt in and start engaging if it's just directly to the school page.
Yeah, we did. We just sent them straight to the school page.
Oh, okay,
We
cool.
sent them. We sent them straight to the link. Like usually, because the strategy that we have of porting people over and getting people into the school group. One, we have like over 7,000 people in our Facebook group, right? So we're
Yeah.
like, how do we get those people that are active for the last 6 years that have been in there, those couple hundred or thousand people, right? That are in there, how do we get them into this new community? So we're doing the good old comment me if you want this free training or whatever it is, right? We post, we get like 100, 200 comments. We DM everybody, hey, we just posted this live in our new free school community. Here's the link to watch the video. And it's the link to the actual video. So if they click on it, if they're already in school, great, they can watch the video. If not, then obviously they hit the registration page and they have to jump in. So that's kind of been what we're doing to port people from Facebook
Hmm.
um, to the school community. And then we actually still haven't published anything live to our email list because I know once our email list is it's a lot of people. So once that email goes out, a couple thousand people are going to join. But in my
Hmm.
mind, I wanted to like build up a little bit of a community before I send like extreme amounts of momentum there because I want
Hmm.
to have something that's stable with an SOP. We have like two admins that are running it. There's like a process in place, right? We got all the zaps coming in. We have back
Hmm.
end emails going out. And this took us some time to like understand and learn and optimize and go through that whole process. But I like school. I like it so much that we're actually moving our coaching program into it.
Yeah.
We have a new school community for our whole coaching program, which is going to go live in the next couple of weeks. Um, and so that's fun too. So I think for me it was like I'm using my tech stack was Slack for communication. It was um it was Kajabi for the courses.
Hmm.
Kajabi communities came out, which was horrible.
Hmm.
And they had like an app, and that's kind of like where we had our calendar. We tried it, we moved people in there to our coaching program, then we moved them out, and we were just using it for our calendar. So we had like our calendar in Kajabi communities. We had Slack for communication. We had Kajabi for the courses, and we had like Google Docs for like it was all over the place, right? So now we're like, screw it, let's just get everything in one place and
Yeah.
we'll organize it. That's the cool part about school is like they basically knocked out all this like shit that was just sporadically spread out that was confusing the onboarding process and the users, and they put it in one place. It was a great idea.
It's yeah, it's amazing. We've been using the school for the delivery of our programs as well. And one thing that has worked really well is the pinning of posts underneath the course videos. So we have a video on
Under the
like how to
course
set up your
videos.
profile funnel. And then underneath that video are profile audits that one of my client success coaches does. So they can watch that video of how to set up the profile. And then there are all these audits of her saying, oh, you need to tweak this, you need to tweak that. So the pinning of posts underneath
How
as
did I even
like
do that?
homework or something like that underneath the actual videos is really powerful too.
Can you still, because I know you can only pin 3 posts, so if you pin a post under a course video, is it still the same thing? It
Oh, I
still
didn't even
counts
know
as the
you could
three?
pin three. I thought you could just pin one, but if we can pin three, that's even
Yeah,
better.
you can pin 3. I tried to do, I think, and then after 3, that you just get a notification. You can't pin any more than 3.
Yeah, and then you could put it in the like resource section with the links if you have more than three. So yeah,
Okay.
school is
All right.
awesome.
So, kind of rewinding back, I know we went to the whole world of school right now, which
Yeah.
is like I'm saying, like I'm selfishly asking questions because I'm interested in it. And I know that other people are going to be interested in it too, especially all the coaches that are probably watching this. So, you have 1,800 people in your school group. So, what's like the strategy? I know, like, just reiterating off the first question and backpedaling here, like, how do you get new members into your coaching program? So, you get them into school and then what?
Yeah. So when I'm creating offers, I go through the $1 million messaging sequence that Avery Ford, one of our coaches, taught us. So inside of school, I'm taking people through a psychological sequence to hit their pain points, to hit their problems, to hit my story, to hit the process of what we actually teach. And I hit those 9 psychological points in the course videos.
Hmm.
Um, so when they're going through that, we're kind of getting them into the buyer state with providing a lot of value at the same time.
What was
And
that called
then
again? You said
what's that?
what was that called? That framework?
The $1 million messaging sequence. So it's 9 psychological triggers to hit for any offer. to put somebody into the buyer state.
Cool.
And we
Okay,
have
I'm gonna
that
check that out.
inside. We have that inside of our 7-figure entrepreneurs school as well, under $1 million messaging sequence. Um, and then from there, we have like conversations in school. And it's all leading towards our 7-figure scaling strategy session. So we have a course inside of school to book in your 7-figure scaling strategy session. So we build our roadmap with them. If they want to use the roadmap and use our help with the roadmap for scaling, then they can inquire about our offers. If not, they can do it on their own.
So,
But we have the
quick
triage.
question.
What's that?
Just so I want to make sure I understand this. Quick question for context. So
Yeah.
that course that you have inside of school, that's a free course.
Yeah. Yeah. We
Okay,
have
and then at
three
some
free courses. Yeah.
3. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. And then somewhere you're saying in those courses you have a video, a link, whatever, somewhere for them to book a call to get a free strategy session.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so that, for tell me if I'm right or wrong. The journey here is you have all fingers pointing from all your traffic into school. You get them
Yep.
into a school community. You're in hopes that they obviously go through the courses, right?
Yep.
And then when they're in any of the courses, there's somewhere basically for them to book a free strategy session, right?
Yep.
And then that strategy session, let's just go right into that really quick. How long is that? Is that on a Zoom call? What's like the framework there?
Yeah, 30 minutes Zoom call. We have a framework around building out $1 million profit per year business and the 5 different stages to that. So we just take what to focus on. We have it all built out in Miro with all the flows and everything. So if there's 0 to 10K artist phase, hey, these are the things to focus on. This flow, this is what your offer should look like, all that stuff. 10 to 50K builder phase, here's everything. 50 to 100K in systemizer phase. Here's everything. Here's what your team should look like. Here are the profit margins you're looking at. Then we have business owner 100 to 300K. Here's what it should look like. And then 300K plus, you should be making 100K profit per month. This is what it should look like
I
to
love that you
scale hiring brands.
segmented.
Yeah.
I love that you segmented it because the biggest issue that we've had with our coaching program for the last 6 years is we would have, it's just basically one tier, one coaching program. Everybody comes all in. And like you have people that are making 100K a month jumping on calls with people that just started their marketing agency, and the context and the content doesn't resonate with either of them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or one of them, excuse me. So now what we did and what we're doing is we split it up into 3 tiers, and our new coaching program, and I'll say it because this podcast is going to get published after we launch it. But our new coaching program is called Agency Journey. And the concept behind it is instead of just kind of like throwing you in and coaching you, we're going to take you through and we're going to hold your hand through the journey. And the journey for us is we split it up into 3 phases, which is kind of similar to yours. But we did 0 to 10K in sales, not monthly MRR or anything like that. Just like, how do I just get to my first 10K in sales? Because that's really where most businesses will fail, is in that first bucket. They'll just give up. The mindset's not there, whatever the case is, like they're out. 99% of people will fail in that stage. Because somebody makes $10,000 in their business, there's that euphoric moment where it's like, holy shit, this thing actually works. Okay, let me continue to put more time into it, right? So we call it journey to 10K, journey to 100K, and journey to 1M. So we split it up basically into the 3 buckets, and we're like, if you're doing 0 to 10,000, if you're just trying to get from 0 to 10K in sales, these are the things exactly that you should do. This is the course, this is the community, these are the calls that you should join, and like everything's completely segmented. And then what happens is at the end, once you hit 10K, we're going to do a review of your account, your merchant account, and we're going to give you a certification or a certificate, most likely, or an award or something like that, that congratulations, you hit your 10K. And then, only then, do you get unlocked into the journey to 100K program. So it's like a gamification thing where it's unlocking them at different stages and they have some goals to work towards. It's like, well, now you get unlocked, and now what you get is you get this new course. Our 0 to 10K is all organic stuff. So it's like go DM, cold call, do all the stuff that's not going to cost you money that you can just quickly pick up some clients and get to your 10K. Like you can do that easily within like 30 to 90 days, depending obviously on your schedule and stuff like that, right? Go do that. 10K to 100K, the journey to 100K is basically ads. It's like, cool, now you understand like what you're selling, how to sell it. You've done some sales. You have your Stripe account. You're using your Dashix account. Congratulations. Now we're going to show you how to basically take that offer that you're selling and run ads and start actually getting booked calls and stuff like that and scale up. Once you get to 100K, then it's like, okay, congratulations. You now have a legitimate business. Like you've hit the 6-figure mark and you're actually, you are a legitimate agency owner, right?
Mm-hmm.
And at that point, it's like taking what you have and either making it better and refining it. But at that point, it's all about scale. So it's like organic, ads, and scale. Those are basically kind of the 3 programs that we've built that are all wrapped up inside of this one program called Agency Journey, which is this kind of concept that we've been working on for the last couple of months. And
I love
we're
it.
going to be launching here soon. So we're excited about it. But very similar to yours, because, and you only really realize, like you would only realize the issues of segmenting. Segmenting is such a big issue, and most coaches don't realize it because most coaching programs throw everybody into one pot. It took us 6 years to understand, like, dude, what the hell are we doing? Like, this doesn't make any sense. Why is this guy in the call with this guy? They're not on the same learning curve here. So that's basically what we're doing. So kind of relate and add a little bit of context for the viewers. So, all right, going back to what you were saying. So you have this program, you're splitting people up. By the way, just once again, I love to get the context here. What's the cost to join the program so people understand kind of the whole kind
Yeah.
of bird's eye view?
Yeah. So we have a Brotherhood and Sisterhood, six months. We split them up because we also focus on self and relationships. So we have different calls for the men and women, but we have combined events, which is really fun. And the Brotherhood and the Sisterhood right now are 9,800 for 6 months. 80% of we just launched a Sisterhood, but 80% of our brothers continue after the initial 6-month phase. So we're doing something right there.
Yeah.
And then we have Masters of Business, which is building that $1 million profit per year business. And we work with them. So we train their team members. We install the business OS that I've been building out for the past 2 years, invested over $100,000 into. It's all built on top of Airtable. It links up to any CRM system, Stripe, all of that. It's like a centralized command center for your business.
Awesome.
So we have those 3 offers. Masters of Business right now, with us training their team, all the courses, all the calls to train their team, it's only $20K for 6 months.
Yeah, that's awesome, dude. So, and the brothers, you said Brothers of Fate, Sisters of Fate, that was the names of it?
Masters of Fate Brotherhood, and the Sisterhood's called the Empower Her Sisterhood. And I have a team running that. It's not just me. But we might move it to the Masters of Fate Sisterhood, just having the branding all under that. So we'll see about that.
So, and in those 2 programs, is it just personal development or is it actually like business development?
The goal of that in 6 months to scale past 30K per month in your business, and add 2 to 3 hours worth of productivity per day through your energy rituals and shifting your mindset. And also, we have 2 different paths for people who are in relationships. We have like systems for relationships, intimate relationships, and then systems for dating as well. And all that stuff.
You're like the Hit. What's that movie called? Hitch?
Yeah.
Is that what's called Hit? You're like the real life Hitch.
Yeah. Before I met Arlie, my girlfriend, I went on a lot of dates while I was traveling and got really good with dating apps and built a whole system in Airtable around it where it scrapes the dating apps, puts it into one system. And it's a CRM for dating on dating apps.
You've built an SOP for Tinder.
Yes. It's actually good.
Wow.
Yeah.
And what's hold on one second. What is the end goal of that? Obviously, is the end goal to find your one going through like this process?
Yeah.
That's the first time I've heard of this. This is cool as hell.
Yeah, so I'll take it back one notch. For Masters of Fate, Empower Her Sisterhood, it's about mastering the 4 elements of life. So business being fire. We have relationships, which is water. We want to flow. We have self, mastering self, which is earth. And then we have spirituality, which is air everywhere, right? So we look at it as a holistic perspective to life because our relationships affect our business, all that stuff. Um, so in the self portion, we nailed down our core values in different categories. And then in the dating portion, it's about aligning our values with the person we actually want to date or connect with or
Very
marry or
cool.
whatever it is. So it starts with the self, and then we move to the relationship portion.
That is cool. Most people, believe it or not, the reason why they fail in business is because their personal life is all messed up. They just the mindset's not there. They're all over the place, right? And a lot of people that fix that first and then succeed really well in business, right? Because there's like the focus, there's the mindsets there, the momentum, like everything is just driving you towards just being a better person, having a better relationship, making more money, like just all about, I love the holistic approach that you have. That's really cool.
Yeah,
Um,
I don't know if you feel the same way, but sometimes I forget about that. Like I was super off and like not the same person I was when I was 18 to 24 years old. And I forget that sometimes that people have shitty relationships and their energy is way off or their mindset
yeah.
sucks. And I've got to bring myself back and be like, oh yeah, that is a thing. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, when I was younger, I would say on the crazier off the wall side, going out, drinking clubs. Um, and then I got married younger. I was like 25 when I got married, 24 when I got engaged, 25 when I got
Nice.
married. I have three kids also, so I'm 35 now with three kids. I have like a 5-year old, a 3-year old, and a 9-month old. So like my life is not revolved around those stupid things anymore. It's revolved around like family and business, and we have almost 100 employees at Dashlix,
Yeah.
right? So it's big responsibilities on my shoulders for a lot of people, right? My family and 100 other people's families, right? So it's
Yeah.
really intense, right? So it's like you got to like stay focused, and you have to make sure that you win for everyone. So it's
Yeah.
a lot of stress. But yeah, dude, that's kind of like where I'm at right now. It's been quite a journey.
I love it, and it's a testament to the work that you've put into yourself. Because like you can't manage all that stuff if you don't put your oxygen mask on first, right?
No way, dude.
So it's pretty cool.
I don't think most people, I would say most people would not be able to withstand being a business owner. And that's why most people are not business owners realistically, because
Hmm.
it requires a lot of mindset. It's a lot of mindset.
Yeah, and I think everybody can develop to that place. It's just like what we were talking about, getting to that initial 10K. Like it's a lot of fucking hard work, and most people quit
Fuck, it's a
before they get
lot,
to
dude.
that point. But to swing the odds in our favor, putting ourselves in the right environment with programs, people we're
Agreed.
surrounding ourselves with, taking care of our energy, our mindset. But we can, like, I have the firm belief anybody can do anything that's in alignment with their values and their vision.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Dude, like I can tell you, like for me, um, I've been to I've been in a couple coaching programs. I did Billy Jean's, I did Dan Henry's. I was at the Dan Henry event was a good one for me because this was like 6 years, 7 years ago.
Is
I was
that
like,
where
wow,
we
wow.
met?
It could be, maybe.
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah, there was like it was in Tampa. There was like a in
Yeah. Yeah.
person
Yeah.
event, like 100 or something people.
AdCon.
Um,
Yeah.
AdCon, yeah.
Yeah.
There, I think he had two of them. I think I went to the last one that he had.
Hmm.
Um, and I remember seeing a Facebook ad for it, and he was like, and I had my agency at the time, and we were doing, I don't know, maybe like 100 grand a month in sales or something like that, maybe even less than that at the time. I don't remember; it was a while back. Um, but I remember seeing that, and I was just like stuck for a long time because I couldn't figure out what other people were doing to grow their agency. And I started getting into the world of like Billie Jean and Dan Henry because they were like in this ad world, right? They were like running ads and traffic and funnels, and really knew nothing about that. I was all like about more on the organic side, like I was doing SEO and building websites, and that was like a big primary focus in our agency. And then I went out there, and like ads and funnels changed my life. They changed the direction, a lot of things, how I do marketing, right? And then I started getting into the world of ClickFunnels, and I've been to 5 or 6 funnel hacking lives, right? I started going to all these different events. I just got back from Traffic and Funnels event in Vegas, right? So like I am constantly putting myself in environments where I am around people that, one, I can learn from, or two, I can network with and make friends with. Going to another event here, which is a SaaS event. It's a very small event in Houston by Nathan Latka. It's like probably about 1,000 people at the event, but like super like high network individuals that run software companies, and not like resell software, like actually run their own SaaS companies, right? Just
Mm-hmm.
big difference there. Um, so so yeah, dude, like for people like that are watching this, like constantly surround yourself around other people. And yeah, I agree with you 100%. Anybody can change. I feel like you need to make moves in order to make those changes. Like you said at the beginning of this podcast, you went across the street, you grabbed the fucking calendar, and you literally xed out day by day that you were going to stop drinking and, you know, go to the gym and lose weight, and you did it because you took action, right? So like the
Mm-hmm.
mindset was there, something triggered you to make that change. And I
Mm-hmm.
feel like most people fail because they don't have that trigger. There's like nothing that motivates them. It's like, and if you can switch that, you just need to switch that.
Yeah, and I have two things I want to hit on that. I don't think we need to hit rock bottom to make a change for anybody listening here.
Oh yeah,
The
for sure.
better that we can get at breaking patterns and shifting our intentions over and over and over, the more we evolve and the more that we change. And what we teach the brothers is putting space between the notes to make the music, putting space between the thoughts to set a new intention to create new music out of our life. So, with breath work, cold showers, exercise, meditation, it's an amazing way to stop those running thoughts and then redirect them to a new intention and gratitude and vision and all of that. So, if somebody's looking to make a change, do more breath work, do more meditation, do more exercise, and just set new intentions and set 90-day goals and stop at nothing to achieve those things. Um, so I want to hit that. And then you also said that funnels changed your life. And same here, dude. Like when I got into the
Big time.
ClickFunnels community in 2018 and I read .com Secrets, and Russell Brunson was just like, it's all about taking traffic that you don't own and moving it to traffic that you do
That
own.
you
And I'm
do
like, oh
own.
my
Yep.
God, that's so simple. And
Build your email list, people. Build that email list.
exactly. And that's what started my Facebook group. I took traffic from other Facebook groups and moved it into my Facebook group. So I owned it. And then I realized it's just the value chain. I need to get awareness. I need to generate them as a lead. I need to present the sales opportunity. And like, it's the same thing with the dating system that I created. Like, the profile needs to hook them, bring them in, get them to
That's
opt in,
hilarious,
and
dude.
generate them as a lead. I need to nurture them and take them through a sequence. I gotta have the ask and ask them out on a date, yada yada yada. Like everything's a funnel.
It's crazy. I love funnel so much that we built our own funnel builder in Dashlix. We just launched our funnel builder a couple months ago.
Oh, let's
Dude, I
go.
love funnels. I build funnels for everything. Anything. Any offer, anything I think of, just spin up a quick funnel.
Exactly. I love it, dude.
So I want to ask you one last question, and then I know we're running out of time. We'll wrap up here. So
Mm-hmm.
you're bringing people through the school community. They jump in, they watch your free courses, they book a call with you, they jump on
Mm-hmm.
a 30-minute session. First of all, are you doing all this organically, or are you
Yep.
using ads as fuel to send people anywhere?
No, all
All organic.
organically.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. And how many people right now, like, are you onboarding a month into your coaching world? Like, how many new people enter your world on average?
Uh, into our programs.
Yeah.
Past 2 months, about 15 to 20 in our high ticket. So
And people are like, I need ads for everything. You don't. Like, perfect example of you not needing ads. You can literally just create some good quality free content, and
yeah.
dude, it is, once again, it's another funnel that you're doing here. It's like it's all one big funnel if you really look at it.
Yeah, and generating awareness. We have our YouTube channel. People search, find us on YouTube. Then they click the link to go to school. We create reels on Instagram. People find it organically. Hit my link to school in the profile. My Facebook personal profile has a link to school. We post in other groups. So we get about, in total, we get about 20 to 30 leads per day now over the past 2, 3 months joining the school community. And then we have phone number and email. So we have an automated email sequence to drive them to the triage call on the back end as well. So we're just keeping it really simple and hitting them at like all angles.
And are you also using like the auto DM feature inside of school?
Yeah. The question is like, hey, what brings you to the community? Something like that.
Yeah.
And then
Just
they
a
either
spark
say,
convo.
yeah, systems or marketing or whatever it is.
And do you have somebody in there that's just responding to everybody?
Yeah.
Or is it you doing that?
Yeah, we're hiring 2 more people, but sometimes it's still me.
I'm doing it right now for our school group because I'm trying to build the system and I need to do it myself in order to do it. So I've been doing it for 2 weeks.
Dude,
I've been having convos. Honestly, I like it. I can't do it because I don't have the time to do it, but I like to speak to people. I like to speak to our community.
I love it. I love it so much, and that's what I built most of Tribe Buyers on was like prospecting conversations. And I had 5 girlfriends in 7th grade from AIM instant messaging. So I think I've just kind of taken it to a different platform.
Yeah. Dude, I love it, man.
Yeah, that's when I peaked, 7th grade.
7th grade?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, that's good to know. Yeah. So Masters of Fate. So I know we're running out of time. We'll wrap it up here. We've unraveled a lot here. It looks like you are doing great, dude. You look healthy. You sound healthy. You're excited about what you're doing. So it's really exciting for me to just see your journey. You keep propelling forward and moving, and I love it, dude. I know you're local. You're down here in South Florida. You're in Miami, so we'll hang out together and grab some lunch one of these days. Thank you so much. If anybody wants to reach out to you, if they're interested about your program or anything like that, where's just a good place for them to go? I'm assuming you're going to say school.
Yeah, the 7-figure entrepreneur school community. And in there, we have 3 separate courses. So the 7-figure roadmap course, which breaks down offer, marketing, sales, all that stuff. Then we have the systemized to 7 figures, which goes into team processes, systems. And then we have the 7-figure self course where I break down breath work, meditation, cold showers, exercise, mindset, all of that stuff in there. And pretty cool community. A lot of people are posting wins, being like, yo, I just got my next
Dude,
bagel.
I'm going to jump in there when I'm done.
Yeah, let's do it. So
100%. I'll wait for my auto SMS.
Yes. Perfect.
All right, man. Thank you so much, Andrew. Love you, brother. Thank you for your time, and we'll see you on the next one.
Thanks so much for having me. See you, Chad.
Hey, do you want more of the Behind the Revenue podcast? Look, join our private Facebook group where marketing agencies from all over the world are sharing strategies, network, and scale their businesses together. Visit facebook.com/groups/dashclicks to get instant access. And also, if this podcast helped you in any way, please do me a favor, share it with friends, leave us a review on iTunes or Spotify. That really helps build our community.